Yeah, what up, boys and ghouls? It's spooky season. No, seriously, the Los Angeles, I know I keep talking about it. What a goofy city. Once it's like September 14th, that whole place is Halloween. And when I mean that whole place, I literally mean everything. The gym you go to, you could go to a random liquor store and they'll have extensive Halloween and decorations.
Well, is it because they don't have like Halloween like the Northeast? They don't have the trees, they don't have the apples and the whole thing happening, right? So
no, they love Halloween there. Like everyone
exactly. I'm saying Halloween is the fall activity, whereas we have kind of a progression through fall into Halloween, like the leaves change.
Big on apple picking, dog. What do you mean?
That's it.
Apple picking's haka kaka boy. Haka kaka baka.
What's the age you stop trick-or-treating?
Don't talk to us, boy.
Yeah, we did this together. Yeah. This is what's funny because we were
Donnie.
because we were coming up together. We did this together. I remember one of the last years. We must have been 15.
Well, 15 I was out, but I was there 13 or 14. But I remember what happened. It was about 15 years old. It's Halloween and it's like 7:30 p.m. I'm wearing all black and my face has like one little simple ghoul mask on.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going trick-or-treating. She's like, no, you're not. Look at you. Like, you're going out to cause problems. Like, there's no one's giving you candy. Sit your ass down. I remember being 12 years old once and going trick-or-treating, ringing a doorbell. 12 years old. I'm like 6'1", 6'2". And they opened the door and they said, get a job, and closed the door on me. And I was like 11 or 12. Dude. And that's when I knew I was a mutant.
But you were with us that night. Remember the guy with the laser? Weren't you the one that was playing hurt? We must have been 15 then.
Playing hurt? What do you mean? Like I was like, oh no, time out.
Yeah, we were walking down the street and there was some kid in his bedroom shining like in the suburbs, and he shines a laser pointer on us. Okay, yeah, he shines a laser pointer on us, and we're like, oh, there's this kid, and we're like, let's with him. So Harley like grabs his eye and falls to the ground kind of thing. And he's like, oh man, you got me in the fucking eye. What the And like he starts pretending he's really hurt. And then we're like, oh, what'd you do to him, kid? We're gonna have to ring your doorbell and tell your parents. And he's like, no, please don't. And we're like, well, he's really hurt. We got to do something. We're like, call 911.
And I wasn't even Meisner trained yet, my acting abilities, but I sold that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd love to watch it now.
I hate laser pointer kids. Just want to put that on the record.
They still exist?
Yeah. They're green now and they could hit airplanes.
Yeah.
Donnie and I, around this like time in life, we were walking once, and this dude who I recognized from school and a couple years older than us, he walked up to us with like a real gangster limp. And it's not exactly how you're picturing, by the way, you guys listening. He walked up to us with a gangster limp. And he said, y'all motherfuckers know where Windermere at? And Windermere was a street. But I remember us being taken aback that even though we were just like blazed on a different vibe that night, and he just approached us very rudely, but he needed us. No, cell phones didn't exist.
Yeah.
We were the motherfuckers that knew where Windermere at. But here's the thing, pal. We're not motherfuckers. We're pretty chill. But I remember him pulling up to us, and I think you had the you were like, go down there left and then a right or whatever, and then you came back and I was like, yeah, you got that guy, and you're like, no, that's where that street is. I'm like, you know that street? You were like, I do know that
I
street.
feel like you're misremembering it because I never knew Windermere, and then I remember eventually when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, here it is.
Oh, I thought you gave him instructions, and I thought for sure it was a troll, something Donnie would have done.
Oh yeah, I used to give like fake
big that was
fake
like
directions.
And it's so stupid because you don't even get the benopit of the payoff. You're like, I f*** that guy, I bet.
That's kind of the beauty of it. It's pure psychopathy. Is that like you get no benefit from this person over, yet you still commit to it.
Yeah. And we did. Yeah. Well, we gave him the instruction, but I just remember him going away and we were like, well, that was rude. I just remember having a good laugh and being like, he did call us motherfuckers, didn't he?
Yeah.
But it was so like,
rewind that
came
back.
up and he was like, y'all motherfuckers know where Windermere at? And we were like, it took a couple times also.
What was the fit? Like, what was he rocking? Like some X-Code jeans or something?
It was like big jeans, not X-Code.
Avarex.
It may have been Avarex, Rockaware, lugs.
Pele.
I don't know if this is a weird thing to say, but
I
wasn't
pictured
black.
that, by the way. That's how I also
black.
pictured he wasn't black as well.
Okay, yeah, because I wanted
just the way you like did the impression of him. I was like,
yeah, he was
a white guy,
and he had
wearing
one
lots of baggy
jean,
clothes.
like one jean was up, one leg.
Nice.
And
any bandanas?
It could have been. There was a couple accessories.
Yeah,
a hat, like
I'm not gonna sit here and talk like I didn't dress similarly at the time.
Oh, we were dressed the exact same.
Yeah,
yeah, we were dressed like this also.
I'm not gonna pretend I wasn't wearing. Yeah, I was wearing Rockaware and Tim's, and I used to rock this white LA hat with a baby blue LA with a baby blue bandana under the hat. Yeah, exactly.
The baby blue Jew crew.
Yeah, no, we got that. We got the powder blue LA hat with the powder blue bandana, and I'd be kind of on my skateboard.
You had some gray Tims that were very sick, didn't you?
You must have.
No, I had
dude on that skateboard feeling.
It was so funny because all my friends, I never skated in Tims, obviously, but the whole crew I was with had Tims. So the colors became a very important thing where it was like, you can't get the same color as Patrick. You can't get the same colors as Russell. So it's like I ended up with the leather Tims, not even the suede ones, the leather ones, and they were red. And I thought they were pretty sick, actually. They matched a few things.
You never had a light color pair of Tims?
No. That was
I had light gray.
You had the light gray.
I had the gray, and what was the advantage is that you guys were in the same city, Harley and I are different cities. And so we could get the same
right,
stuff.
exactly.
Like, we could double up.
Stepping on anyone.
Since that time in my life, by the way, I've always had a pair of Tims that fit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been like over 2 decades since, and I always have a pair because it's a great boot.
Yeah,
it's funny. Really I've advanced the timeline now to the point where I know that Tims are actually a shitty, overpriced boot, and you're way better off with something like a Red Wing.
I knew he was gonna hit us with this.
If you want to get a cheaper boot,
no, Red Wings aren't Tims once the jeans come on. Like once you put the jeans on,
and
Red
I'm
Wings are
thankful for that.
Well, that's because you have an attachment. You have a whole life. Like I also dressed like that guy that rolled up on us. Like I also had a real studio gangster flavor to my wardrobe.
Sure. Well, this is what year is this?
But Donnie, this is like 1999.
Yeah,
legit.
And Donnie's got like a jean suit with like the Pink Panther having sex with the Pink Panther on the back or something.
with like a pink bandana holding my jeans up to my knee tied around my calf.
It's like a gigantic fucking jacket. I don't want jacket, and like there's like a huge tweedy.
I picture headphones on it as well. Any headphones involved in that or no?
No, honestly, my only memory of headphones as a child is one ear breaking and just the struggle of trying to keep headphones working.
We weren't even headphones crew because we were a crew, and headphones was when you have a lot of solo.
When you're on the bus.
Lone wolf.
I guess
I did have a disc.
I did a lot of bus in high school.
You did a bus to go chill with where you were chilling.
Yeah.
Whereas we were meeting up so quickly, there was no need to have
we were
a musical
skateboarding
experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't want to lose this thread. I had the red leather Tims, so not the suede ones, and they were pretty sick. I actually liked them a lot. Not that sick. Until my sister hit me with the nice Ronald McDonald boots.
Yep. Damn.
And that was it. I never liked them again.
I had a pair of red boots, red Nike basketball shoes that were all red. And also someone called them clown shoes once. And I was like, well, these are trash.
Yeah.
Every time I put them on and looked down, I was like, ridiculous.
But my dad spent like $350 on these Tims in those days. That's literally how much Tims were. First of all, you couldn't just get them anywhere, right? You had to go to like off the chain.
New York.
What was that fucking... There was
Off the Hook.
Off the Hook. There was a fucking like a hip hop clothing store. And we spent like $350 on these boots that my sister destroyed, and then I hated them and I wore them.
And there
for like
we are,
4 years.
Standing like studio gangsters, blazed as hell.
Not knowing where Windermere is.
This man limps over wearing a Pink Panther jean suit, and he's like, y'all motherfuckers know where Windermere at? And I remember being like, pardon me? Like, we're gonna address this whole thing, but like, you're out here speaking it? Oh, motherfucker, no Windermere. And it was like getting worse and harder to understand. But I remember just for hours after that, we were like...
Not Halloween, though.
Very rude. Very close to it, though. Very close to Halloween.
And similar to your getting told to tell a job, I think it might have been the same night as the laser. I think it was actually the same street. I kind of remember which house it was. I was dressed in a similar way, really dark, and I was wearing just a paper mask, a black paper mask with like red and yellow diamonds on it. And I looked like a total fucking murderer. And I remember we rang this guy's doorbell late, 8:30, 9 o'clock. And the skinny window next to the door, I just remember his face. He was holding a baby in his arm, and he looks through that window with the widest fucking eyes, because we were like 4 or 5 of us, all in paper masks, all between, 5'10" and 6'5". And
he was scared.
And he opened the door, and he was like, he gave us candy. He was like, a little scary, guys, a little scary. Maybe tone it down. And
we're like, yeah, tone it down. Hey, this guy wants us to tone it down.
Like,
how about you tone it down?
We'll be back.
Were you guys big into like explosives or like Roman candles and that kind of stuff, or was that not really it?
No,
they're
super. Yeah, they're super like not allowed in Montreal. On top of it, my fire era was like 5 years before this. I had a big like 12-year-old, 13-year-old fire era.
Really?
And I just like murked all my GI Joes.
Yeah.
I just burnt this shit out of so many things.
I have some, anyways, I don't even know if we should get into this, but I have some scary fire stories, because I started young.
You got some fire scary stories too?
Yeah, exactly.
Go.
Oh, dude, I'll hit you with the 2 worst ones. I'm 8 years old, and I'm off on my bike by myself, and it's like around October or something. I don't know. I remember it was Passover. It was some Jewish holiday. I'm out on my bike by myself, and I go to a park, and there's a giant oval of dead straw. Literally chin height for me at this point. I'm 7, 8 years old. I fucking have a book of matches in my pocket. And I take out a match, I strike it, and I light one of these little dry cattail things. It fucking takes off, and I go, oh shit, and I stomp on it. And when I stomp on it, a piece flies into the other side of the patch, and the whole thing goes up. And I'm talking fire, guys. Like, I'm talking over my head and about a 20-foot circle, almost like an in-ground pool.
It's hot.
It's hot on my face.
Yeah. I heard you, by the way, you said you stomped on it. And just everyone knows at home, I heard him stomp on the ground. Like twice, really hard.
I'm getting passionate here. The anxiety is real right now. I remember this. I hop on my bike and I bike home, and I fucking go inside and go run into my room and probably start reading a book with my legs crossed or something, And then I get called down for dinner, and we're like old school 90s family. We have like a 10-inch color screen in the corner of the kitchen.
Someone's smoking.
Someone's smoking for sure. And I sit down at the dinner table, and I'm eating, and we're watching the news, and the fucking news is there.
You're on the news.
I'm not, but they're like, we're in Dollard Des Ormeaux at a park here. Giant fire was lit, and it was like a whole like local news segment was going down there.
And they're reading into it more. They're like, third attack in this mostly Jewish neighborhood is spelling not a good thing for the local rabbi wrestling promotion.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then what happened? They catch you?
Nope. Never got caught, neither.
Donnie.
Yeah. See, I would have been there, and I would have been like, I didn't do this.
I didn't do that. No, that was it. That was a fucking.
I wasn't a big light things on fire guy. It wasn't really that interesting to me. You guys just
I don't even want to say the next one, because the next one.
Yeah, you want to see the world burn. I can tell.
No, the next one. The next one's even more criminal, and I don't
Let's
want
hear
to talk
it.
about.
Gotta go now.
Statute of limitations got to be done. Come on.
Is it statute of limitations? Arson, Canada.
What's the weirdest thing you ever got trick-or-treating?
No statutes of limitations. Moving on.
What's the weirdest thing you ever got trick-or-treating?
You know what? It's all been pretty standard for me. Nothing weird.
Same.
The weirdest thing to me only has ever been when you're young and someone hands you a piece of fruit. It's more like angry weird, especially when you're young and you first are learning, like you're first going out into the world, and like people are handing you really chill candy, and then people are handing you very terrible candy. which is not.
You're
candy.
a kid, so you're like, you stupid.
Here's an
fucking
orange.
bitch. You don't know how fucking Halloween works. You fucking moron.
I don't remember ever getting fruit.
I got fruit. Literally, I could count on one hand.
Yeah,
but way weirder than that. Even as a kid, like as my earlier rememberings of Halloween was getting a loose candy, like a loose one, anything
like a
loose.
piece of gum. But just like a chocolate gum.
And it's not, it's not in a wrapper. Like they're literally giving me a thing. Like it's all, like, and I'm holding it. I'm touching the candy. And I remember being like, no. And it was always something like different. It was like a Turkish thing, something, it was like a treat. It wasn't like a candy.
Yeah. It's like
pennies and peanuts were always baffling at the
That's
bottom.
your neighbor that knows you're Jewish and hates you.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
No, because there used to be more there used to be more UNICEF vibes, I feel like.
Oh yeah, there was big UNICEF vibes.
So a lot of pennies. I think the weirdest one I ever had, I was maybe 13 years old and I ring the doorbell. This old woman had a salad bowl, like a big fucking bowl full of loonies. Full of $1 coins.
I back it.
And she was giving us all like, I don't know, $2 or $3.
And back then you probably could have got the penny or 5-cent candies as well at the corner store.
It was pretty lit, honestly. But
yeah, like even, $2 was chill.
$2
give me $2 was big. I was into that.
I was
big.
That's a fat haul back in the day.
That's it. And I was
like,
with my
you're literally
girlfriend.
you're rolling up usually with a quarter.
Yeah,
no joke.
It,
1 quarter is what you got to make it work.
You get like 5 or 25 candies. Like,
you always like, or am I getting 4 Bazooka Joe?
That's right.
I don't like any, but then you get to a place like Grape Bazooka Joe, same price. You're like, let's go, dude.
Grape was so lit for 15 seconds that it lasted.
Yeah, exactly.
The best 15 seconds of your life, though. That fucking double bubble, too. Yeah, I was with my girlfriend at the time. So between the two of us, we made off with like a good $5 or $6. Which probably went to a $5 piece of weed in those days, even though we're 13-year-old. She's 12.
Yeah, but Jesus isn't going to forget that, by the way.
We're going way back on this. On this
You ever get
episode.
You ever get a toothbrush?
Ooh, maybe.
I have, yeah.
That's kind of ringing a bell. I see you put it on this list here.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get into I don't want to get into the list just yet, but yes, the toothbrush is
what are you saving this list for?
Episode 2.
Next week, back up. I want to finish on it. Just easier.
It's a to be continued episode.
Yeah, you think so? Okay, we can get to the list. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, we got this Halloween candy tier list of the best of the best and the worst of the worst. And right off the bat, Lynch, you put this together. I noticed you put suckers for lollipops. Donnie, you didn't like that, eh?
I think it's ridiculous.
I always thought it was the only house that I knew growing up where they called lollipops suckers very confidently. It's
not the correct nomenclature.
I want to tell you something. The file is saved as a lollipop in the other thing we're talking, the actual image file.
You have
lollipop,
and it's a ring
for some reason I wrote that.
But the image we have here is a ring pop.
No. There's ring pop, and then there's
the lifesavers. Yeah.
There's what I would call suckers. These are the classic ones you would get.
Where's the suckers?
Lollipops,
right next to the lifesavers.
Oh, that? Yeah, that's a lollipop.
That's well, okay. I was in my brain. I'm explaining to you how my brain is working.
What's a lollipop to you then?
A lollipop is just anything other than this specific type.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
This is how my I don't know
what happened,
works.
dude. You took the word lollipop. Your family somehow made it gayer.
Well, to be fair, my dad is South African. He is South African, so that's probably where I got it from.
Yeah, they're definitely calling it suckers out there.
He's like tomato. He's not really hitting the same words that we hit. So that sort of bleeds into my life.
But is he hitting anything else? A la Pastorius?
He's hitting some biltong.
Listen, this candy corn, where you guys stand at with that? I'm ready to drop that to the bottom.
D.
That's a S tier for me.
You're fucked.
Easy S tier for me. Love it.
Okay.
Love candy corn.
Then you can put it in C if you want, but I'm not.
Like, honestly, I'm already like, we can't even do this.
Yeah, why would
I saw it's the most popular candy in Utah.
I think candy corn has one of the
fucking Mormons.
Candy comes down to texture to me in many respects, and the texture of a candy corn is just a texture of candy I enjoy. I like the way it crumbles in your mouth.
Yeah, I'd go like Mike and Ike over something like candy corn for a similar texture.
Well, I guess you're not as brave as I am. So
I went to Matt.
Also, candy corn. Candy corn. Very cost effective. Okay, you can go there. You can bang out a whole round thing of that. No problem.
You're not shelling Ukraine. You don't need to worry about being cost effective.
Do you need help? Like, we can help you.
Have you seen the inflation? I mean, for me, it makes sense. Like, I'm going to go.
We don't have kids, bro.
It's like $1.99 for a whole giant bowl of candy corn. I may die sooner, but at least it's cheaper.
Yeah, no, I don't even want to know what.
Don't Yuka app that shit.
I was just thinking corn itself showing up in shit like a nightmare the next day. I can't even imagine a candy corn laced up shit.
You don't give candy corn like the respect. It has a real Halloween look to it. It is one of the most Halloween looking candies you're going to see.
The only thing I'll give it.
I'll allow it into C on looks alone because it is satisfying if someone knows how to stack it into the corn.
The hardest part about this whole exercise is that we're doing it together as a family.
Okay, so just split
which is difficult.
Candy corn.
We need
did you
3.
really think it's an S tier?
To me, okay, I'm willing to say like, sure, maybe I wouldn't. I'll put it down to A.
Put it because if you're like saying S tier, then we'll put it B tier, and then we already have.
We can reassess. Listen, we're not married to anything. Let's just get through this.
I know there's people out there that are like opinion invalidated. So guys, just stick with us because we'll do better than that.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Pretzels, can we do an easy
pretzels? We are doing easy ones. Pretzels D.
Pretzels is low on the list for me.
We're talking Halloween right now.
Halloween.
Right?
This is everything is
pretzels
Halloween.
D.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a rolled gold bag. It's not a handful of pretzels.
Go ahead and put all the chips in D on Halloween.
And I agree with you on that statement. Actually,
go ahead and
Halloween's about the candy and the chocolate.
I'm gonna say that Cheetos might be a B. I think I agree with you guys on everything, but a Cheetos is just always popping off, and you have a Ruffles bag all dressed there. It's never all dressed. It's always plain. Let's just pretend that that's a plain. You know,
I thought they do give you the all dressed.
Unless you mean it's a rare chance that someone's hooking up a flavored bag from like a rare box.
No, I've seen all dressed.
See, that's
one thing about this I want to make clear. Picture all these as Halloween versions. Everything you're getting is the Halloween version. So
that's it. So there's nothing in it, and they're broken.
And the one question I have is like, are we thinking from the perspective when we're younger or how we are now? And I think we just think from our current perspective.
I'm not different enough. I'll mention it when it comes up, but I'm really not that different.
All right, so we're gonna go D for the pretzels. We all agree?
Yeah, put the banana and the apple there too.
I don't know. And
do you want to take some things that are instant tossaways? Do we want to just toss those off the list to signify that they're throwaways?
I've never seen a ketchup packet before.
And just for the listeners, we're doing it's sort of S to D, S being the best,
yeah.
And D being the worst. It's basically 5 points you can choose between, sort of 5 levels of
and we got candy corn as a B tier because Lynch is an S tier.
But it goes S A B. It goes S A B C D. So just to be clear, that's the middle tier. That's the 2.5 out of 5.
And because Lynch says S and we say D, we're putting it at B as a placeholder.
I'm willing to consider the one below it, but
we're going to keep going.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay.
We got pretzels in D tier with banana and apple and any other motherfucking fruit that wants to pull up.
Yeah.
We see the ketchup packet.
Instant
egging.
See
the toothbrush.
Hold on. Stop. Toothbrush to me, A tier. Probably.
Oh, A tier. Hey, you know that thing that the stranger gave you? Yeah, put it in your mouth twice a day, every day.
It's packaged, of course, yes.
But
it's the most basic of one.
Are you saying like
I just want the kids out there to know they got to brush their teeth. It's a good thing. You have enough candy coming. If you get one toothbrush out of your 50 houses you visit that night,
you know what? See,
you're good.
Like that's D tier. If you came at me with toothpaste, I'd be like, all right.
No. Sorry, it comes with toothpaste. It's one of those little like ones that are like a basic. It's like it's like a clear kind of color.
I don't know.
Nothing to it with a little mini toothbrush.
Why are we starting with the hardest ones?
Well, because they're the easiest. Get them out of here. Are any of these? Do you want them to not be F? Everything else is a debate of S tier and A tier and B tier.
I'll put a toothbrush.
These are failures.
C.
Okay. Put it at C.
Okay, I can live with that because I know
it's
unpopular.
Ketchup packet. It's D.
D. What the fuck is? I've never seen that in my life, and if I got
I believe it though.
I would squirt it on your car.
First of all, anything's possible, and people, there are stories out there of people getting condiments. So
yeah, and you can't squirt the ketchup packet.
And what, you know what?
It ain't 1999, brother. They got you on their Ring doorbell camera.
If you're like 3 years old, a ketchup packet goes down as a pretty sweet sort of meal snack. That's a fact.
Fucked.
If you're 3 years old, 2-3 years old, ketchup is really good to you.
If you're 3 years old and an idiot.
What war did you survive?
I'm just saying. I'm the only one here with a 2-year-old who sits around and, like, if I put ketchup on the plate with fries, you better believe that the ketchup might just get eaten on her finger. That happens. It's not guaranteed to be dipped with a fry. Or she'll dip a fry.
It's all sugar, so it passes as
exactly.
Like,
yeah. So there's an age. There's an age where it.
But you said condiments. What, people handing out mustard?
No, I think ketchup.
Give me a special mustard, and I'm like, that's S tier to me.
Give me a dollop of ranch in my palm.
Reinvent the whole game by handing out Dijon. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Okay. I would throw away a ketchup packet and the fruit. I would throw it away.
Okay, so we got India. We've established that. It's okay, fine.
But that's just doing a disservice to rolled gold pretzel bag, because a pretzel bag I'm keeping for trades.
Okay, we can reassess as we go along. Let's just keep it moving here. So we don't have to live with this. Is like penciled in. We'll do the pen right.
Yeah, I just think we'd all throw them out for sure.
Yeah,
you'd even throw it out for your kid right now.
The fruit would get thrown out, even though it would be something I like.
Yeah,
but I'm not. It's just not happening.
You got lollipops there, but the truth is, like, those lollipops, suckers as you called them, they're D tier to me. But if it's a ring pop, now it's C tier. If it's a chupa chup, it might be a B tier.
Okay, so we only got a ring pop. I went as comprehensive as I could get to, but it's like literally we could do hundreds of these. So I would agree with you. It's D tier. I think if I get this, I'm not excited about this.
Ring pop is actually an A for me.
Okay. Whoa. I'll put it to a B then. I felt a C. Let's get it in the B. B tier ring pop.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's fun to like have when you're a kid. You got like,
you
cool,
propose.
like,
you propose to.
That's it, and it's a non-standard flavor profile.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. How do you guys feel about? How do you guys feel?
A lot of these packaging is like a really big deal to me. Like I see that there's Bigfoot, and if Bigfoot are coming in a Bigfoot branded bag, that's chill with me. Coke bottles are like, what brand is this every time? I'm like, what is this? If it's like, I
feel like Coke bottles aren't as
Haribo bag, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Those aren't the best Coke bottles, but I'm not interested in mysterious candy companies on Halloween.
Haribo's not the best Coke bottle?
No. I've had other Coke bottles that are like nameless Coke bottles from like you grabbed it from a fucking bunch of them, like in a
so I would consider the like basic Coke bottle. Not Haribo seems a little highbrow.
But see now, but the thing is,
what about the gummy bears then?
No, but
the gummy bears are standard gummy bears. You can buy them at
That's Haribo.
That's Haribo Gold Bears.
That's Haribo. It's the same company. It'll be in a gold bag, and those are not my favorite gummy bears.
They never had
nor my favorite Coke bottles. They didn't have back in the day, but
yeah, we just had gummy bears straight up like Maynard.
Yeah,
like that.
But so now, like, we recognize the branding of it.
Let's call it all Maynards then.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, Maynards or Haribo, whatever the case, these can't be a mysterious brand.
Right.
Well, if it's a mysterious brand, and that's just like to everyone listening, it's automatic D for me if it's a mysterious brand, unless it's a particularly attractive candy on site. And it's got to look, if there's one bizarre color or a one big chunk of sugar on a corner, I'm not fucking with it. It's a D tier. I'll fuck with it like last days, when the last days.
It is.
You're like,
D tier for me.
Pretty good now after it's fucking November 4th.
It's D tier, and the best you can convince me is C, and I won't go any higher than that.
So go C, because I'm still eating that shit today.
For Coke bottles and gummy bears?
For the gummy bears, yeah.
Oh, gummy bears I'll do C or D. Coke bottles I'll do B or A.
Coke bottles, I think B. I'm not as high on them personally.
Let's go B then. Let's go B with Coke bottles.
Okay, now
but Bigfoot. What's Bigfoot then? Bigfoot's
C.
Bigfoot is an A or a B for me.
If you give me Bigfoot, that's an A. But I see we have like Swedish fish, and
they have to go next to Bigfoot. It's the same flavor.
No, but the thing is, the Swedish fish branding. The Swedish fish, I like Bigfoot better than Swedish fish, but a mysterious Bigfoot from a stranger is always weirder. So the Swedish fish, to me, is an S tier. So are the Swedish berries.
See, I think
because those always come in their reliable packaging, and I like those a lot. Both of them. That's a big candy for me. So I don't agree with you, because I think the form factor of the Bigfoot allows for the
pull.
The proper consistency in the bite.
I said I like Bigfoot better than those.
But you don't trust this. You don't trust the stranger Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, like I don't really recall a small red bag that says Bigfoot showing up often. If anything, I think so, or I'm making it up. But I never get them. They're rare. I would put a Bigfoot at S tier if it's like a real in a red bag and it says Bigfoot in white with like the blue outline. Like
let's assume that.
We'll
go A with that.
Bigfoot's S to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it there tentatively. And I think we all kind of like it.
I know people are listening that don't fuck with Bigfoot. If you don't fuck with Bigfoot, you don't fuck with Swedish fish. You don't fuck with Swedish berries. And you don't fuck with me.
See, I put Swedish fish above all of them.
So it's got to go to S.
I think
more than Bigfoot.
More than Bigfoot, yes.
Okay, they're very similar. Those two.
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna. Just...
Why'd you downgrade Bigfoot?
I said I'm in charge.
They both can exist there though in an S tier.
I just feel like I'm much happier with a Swedish fish.
This is just more about you being way happier with a Swedish fish, and that's
you get more colors. You get more colors.
I get it.
Swedish fish.
If
that's
you
a much
make colors.
Yeah, he's cheating a bit now. He's bringing up the blue lemonade, which is not what we're talking about.
No, you get more than one color of the Swedish fish.
No, you don't. You get a red one.
They're red.
You get a red.
What fishes am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Swedish fish, but the little one's only going to be
there's like a lemonade one.
And I get you. Swedish fish to you is S+. I get it. But that doesn't mean that Bigfoot's not.
Okay,
you can do Swedish berries in A. You can do that as an A.
Those are the worst.
They stick in your teeth the most. And
how about just straight up jelly beans? Old school, like run of the mill. You put a quarter in, you spin it.
Depends how many black ones. Depends how many black ones.
Oh, I don't.
Purple.
I think it's an A. I think it's an A or a B for me. A or B.
Crazy.
I have to eat one, and once again, jelly beans are coming in a mysterious.
Exactly.
container.
Yeah, this is not Jelly Belly. It's not like Jelly Belly anything. This is like a straight up classic. The green, yellow, pink, white, black, purple.
C.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd do C or D. I'd probably do D.
Gummy bears are so much higher than jelly beans. So the fact that I'm next to each other
gummy bears.
We can talk about that. We can talk about that. Yeah. We have a lot of stuff here. Okay.
I'm saying like let's
easy. Reese's peanut butter cup, M&M's, S tier, automatic.
No. You have to.
Well, M&M's.
You have to. Yeah, M&M's are D tier. Buddy.
No. M&M peanut M&M.
So you didn't say that.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant. I thought that was
let's put
implied.
M&M's D tier or C tier. I'm thinking D tier. The only reason why I put C tier is because it's a good trade. Some people fuck with M&M's heavy, and that could be useful.
I'll fuck with them at the
end. Kind of disrespectful to put them with the suckers and the Heinz ketchup.
They're definitely above that.
The apple and banana and fucking pretzels.
Yeah.
Okay. What about peanut butter cup?
Peanut butter M&M's, Reese's Pieces, peanut butter cups are all S tier to me.
Okay, I agree. Donnie?
Of course.
I'm sorry, I gotta move it this way.
Yeah, so that we just put peanut M&M's, Reese's peanut butter cups, and Reese's Pieces as an S tier.
Reese's Pieces, I agree with that too.
Yes, I mean I see a bunch of S tiers here. Twix,
S tier. S is about to get heavy.
Yeah, we're going hard. Twix is an S tier.
Twix is pretty good, but I think O. Henry's an S tier. S tier is
I do think O. Henry is S tier also.
Of course it is.
Yes, I think Mr. Big. Mr. Big is an S tier also.
Agreed.
Mr. Big.
By the way, guys, we got a lot of. The thing is, we're doing this. We got a lot of Canadian chocolates here. Yeah. This is like a Canadian ass list.
What do you mean? Well, which one? No, I just didn't add the American ones. I didn't add like the 100-gram bar or the Milky Ways or anything.
Well, you got a coffee crisp there, but there's no crunchy, and crunchies pop up just as much.
Yeah, there's
not as much as a coffee crisp.
I put a crunch. There's a crunch bar.
Crunch, yeah, crunch.
Right, crunchy is with the sponge cake.
Yeah, I forgot the Wonder Bar, and I forgot the I feel like a Wonder Bar is also when if you get the upgraded package of the Halloween candy. Yeah, you get the Wonder Bars, the caramels,
Butterfingers.
Yeah, these chocolates dominate the top of the list, and I do think it's because you really know what you're expecting there. You know what you're gonna get. It's almost like
chips are like a palate cleanser between 10 chocolate bars.
Chips are garbage because the format's garbage, the size, and also for whatever reason, Halloween chips are just always the
oiliest, saltiest.
Here, I got one for you that we can try and bang out here.
They're always plain flavors. The Doritos nacho cheese, which is the weakest one.
How about a box of chiclets? Because that's a classic.
C.
A lot of gum gets dropped in there.
The only reason, like, I don't like the soap gum, the purple gum.
Yeah.
But on Halloween, it's the only time I ever see that motherfucker. So I'm always like, where did you get this?
Well, you have that. You also have Big League Chew in here, which is
I've never gotten that on Halloween.
Yeah,
but
I never got that on Halloween.
That's an
okay,
A.
so then,
that's
you
an
know
A.
what? We won't let it be in there if it's not. It has to be a representative of your experience.
I
right
don't
off
think
the
I've
bat,
ever gotten an Airhead either.
I put Gushers, fruit roll up, any fruit snacks or stuff like that that you would get like at recess. I would put those at B tier.
Okay, fruit roll up.
Gushers.
Gushers are S tier at recess, but B tier at best on Halloween.
Twizzlers, I always kept them to trade with people, and people never wanted them, and I always ended up eating them. Twizzlers, I really do. I really fuck with Twizzlers more than I think the average person.
I just like a nib.
Nibs destroys
Nibs
Twizzlers.
More than a Twizzler.
So
like
good.
Oh, big time. Don't even get
same-
me started on log nibs, bro.
Long
Yeah,
nibs.
long nibs
Have
are
those
just
long nibs
where
in
it's
the
at.
theater right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, long
But a bag of nibs
nibs
is chill too. Like the little like
yeah.
squares they cut off are delicious, but the long nib is.
Long
It's rid of that
nib is
stupid
kind
air
of
pocket.
like-
I hate the air pocket in the Twizzler. It bothers me too much.
So
I
let's
just hate
put nibs at B, put Twizzlers at C.
Yeah. I think Twizzlers, you're not that excited about it. It's like, whatever.
And I got a hot take. I'll tell you, I put Skittles at D.
That's a little aggressive in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't like them. Sour Skittles, A.
But would you eat them?
What?
You would like? Do you eat them? Like if Skittles bag
Skittles?
shows up at your house, are you willing to eat it?
I might, because like it's just like pretzels and Skittles so far are like the last things I would eat. Same with the M&Ms.
I'll let you have it at C. It's not going to D because I
That's
love
fine.
them. I'll put them at A if you weren't here. Welch's go to B at best.
Yeah, it's in the fruit roll
It's
up.
in the recess category.
Okay.
I'd give Airheads a C. I would consider putting it higher because it's a good trade item. Airheads.
The Airheads. The only way I like Airheads are good.
White mystery.
I like the
remember when
one.
that shit
I like the
dropped.
Airhead like candy like drops. Have you ever had those with the hard shell and
No.
the Airhead inside of it?
No.
That's like an S tier candy. That is a low key S tier.
Sounds like a chewy nerd.
Well, I put Nerds Rope as a S tier personally,
Yeah. I mean, nerds.
but I
You
would
could
put I put Nerds a C. to
Oh
me.
my God.
Nerds are a C, and a Nerds Rope is a S tier.
Both
where I
nerds go straight to the top for me.
Harley, you got to split the difference here.
Of what? Which ones?
I'm saying Nerds Rope is S tier for me. Nerds are C.
I would do Nerds Rope S tier and Nerds. I think it's a B or an A, but I would take a C because I know people don't like eating nerds.
You could have B then. They're
Yeah,
not going to below B.
Yeah, let's go B with
Fine, fair enough. All right, where do you put?
that. Jolly Ranchers D. Fuck with my teeth.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
fucking
like
with
Jolly
that.
Ranchers. I'm out on them.
Agreed. Fuck a Jolly Rancher.
You know what?
Kit Kat
How about we
is
do it? Do it. Can you do it sequentially?
Yeah.
'Cause it's hard for me to
Okay,
see
yeah.
everything.
So those Cheetos, I put those as a C or a B. I think it's one of the better chips to get.
I think it's
and
a
it's
solid.
a monstrous trade item.
I think
Monstrous.
It's a B.
out
I think
there.
it's a B for me.
Yeah, Doritos is a B in a trade item. Personally, like unless it's a Cool Ranch, I'd put it a B. The regular, I'll put it a C, but I'll just take them both at a B. Donnie,
I'd
where you
put
putting Lay's? That a Lay's original classic. Where you
that
putting
Lay's original classics at
That's a-
D all
that's a
day.
D.
Yeah, it's a
That's
D.
a
And
B.
consider it's probably a Humpty Dumpty too.
Yeah. Okay. And what about Ruffles?
All dressed?
All dressed.
Let's say it's
All
all
dressed
dressed.
C. Any flavors a C. Ketchup.
Airheads.
is a
What do we
C.
decide on Airheads?
That's B easy.
Yeah, I do B with
Not
that.
A.
Yeah. Big League Chew, we said not really a thing.
Never-
Fun,
Yeah, I
how
never-
about
I never
Fun Dip?
got
Fun
it.
Dip is something you get. Fun
Never
Dip
got, I never got Fun Dip either.
I got Fun Dip.
Very
That's an
rare.
A.
Fun Dip is an A.
Fun Dip is fun. So,
Yeah.
they
It
live.
is.
Jolly Ranchers we said are
Ranchers
D.
Not
D
fun.
all day.
Lifesavers.
C.
C.
Better than Jolly Ranchers, but still
Yeah.
not that high.
Yeah. Pez.
Pez S tier, especially if it has a dispenser at all.
I'd
I mean,
put A.
I kind of recall that. Yeah.
I'd
you
put
can-
A. I'd put A.
I'd put
Especially
A.
no dispenser, you're getting A.
Yeah, you might just be getting Pez, but Pez is a delicious candy.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious. Go right to it just off of Pez, but you got the Rockets right next to it. I think guys in the U.S. you call it Smarties.
Yeah.
Which you
Pez
put
tier.
it that versus Pez. It beats Pez, eh?
Yeah,
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
S-
purple
I could eat a
ones?
million of those rockets. I like
Yeah.
whatever you call them in the States, but in Canada, the
Smarties.
rockets.
Dude,
Smarties.
I'll
S
eat them
tier.
and not swallow. I'm like creating like a rocket sludge in my mouth.
Did we say nibs or S or A?
I'd put him as an S. Yeah, put an A. Put him A.
Mike and Ike.
We're trying to please people.
Mike and Ike. I think Mike and Ike is an A for me.
Okay, so put it A.
I won't object.
Skittles, we said,
they're definitely not better than nerds, but I'm not going to.
Skittles is not D. Come on, Harley.
No, keep it at C. I didn't debate it. I know that it's a hot take for me.
Warheads.
A.
I do A.
You guys are tripping, man.
Bro, you get friends with Warheads.
Where would you put that?
You get friends with Warheads. Like, you bring that to like recess. Warheads at recess. If you're like, yo,
we put a B at least.
If you're like, yo,
aggressive.
If you're like, yo, tell everyone that I'm going to be eating 3 Warheads at lunch.
Yeah,
big. Like, that's
people
huge,
would meet.
Dude.
People would meet to watch you eat an apple.
You can go viral eating lots of Warheads. Okay, fine. A is what you want. I think.
I'll let you have B because it hurts.
Yeah, me too. It's fine. B. Twix has got to be S,
Starburst.
I put that as an S. If it's a yellow, it's a C. All the others, I would put A or S.
Yeah,
I like Starburst a lot.
Sweet tarts. Red.
Sweet tarts. A. Wow.
What do you think, Lynch?
B or C for me.
Really?
A C. You like Rockets that much? Smarties like, me, and you're gonna disrespect Sweet Tarts. They're doing their best impression.
I just don't. It's too much tardiness for me.
I'll let it have B because I like them.
Okay. Sour Patch Kids.
S tier for the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, you get a good bag of Sour Patch Kids.
No objection. Bounty is interesting. It's coconut, very polarizing.
I'll eat it no matter what. My
first half of life, I did not want any of it. My second half of trick-or-treating life, it was like a fucking rare spawn, like finding a legendary item.
So I think it's
S tier for me.
Me too.
S tier for a Bounty?
When I ended my trick-or-treating career, Bounty was like the sickest one to get.
Bounty?
I still will go buy a Bounty.
Bounty
they called me the Bounty King. They called me Bounty King.
Oh, really?
They called me Bounty King.
Oh, damn.
Because I was cooking the chocolate game.
B for me. I got to put. I'm sorry.
Fine.
I have a strong dislike for it.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Caramilk's an A tier. It would be an S tier, but they're very available, and we got to respect the supply and demand. There's Caramilks out there, like
Cherry Blossom. D for me.
Yeah, D for me. I'd never even seen one given out, but I thought you liked Cherry Blossom.
Put it C because I love it.
I'm the one that hated Cherry Blossoms, but he likes.
Put it C. I love
Cherry Blossoms. You didn't? Did you try it and didn't like it?
We ate them together on the podcast.
Did it on the podcast.
You did too.
No, I hate it. Yeah, I hated it. I hate them.
You ate it on the podcast.
Yeah, I hated it more.
You're fucked, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Coffee Crisp for all our Canadians out there.
S tier. And it's
hold
readily available.
No, I'm docking it down to A because the version in small is nowhere near the level of the large.
Yeah,
version.
but it's still very
dense.
Caramilk is good, big or small. Caramilk, you're getting that consistency no matter what you do.
Okay, that's S tier to me. They'll be up. Okay,
fine.
Crunch, S for me.
Crunch. No.
I put that at B or an A. Yeah, let's put it B. He's wrong on that one then.
Hershey Kisses.
C or D.
That's an A for me.
Okay, you guys like I mean I like a Hershey's Hugs.
You put it at B.
I know, but Harley's okay. I'm trying to average this out a little bit.
Trying to please his big cousin, bro.
No, he's.
I like
classics S for me.
I like these guys.
Oh, I'll put it.
These are the triple. I put them together as one because they really come as like you're getting a group of them.
I've never seen
Mr. Good Bar.
I've never seen a little chocolate bar outperform the big boy, and that little Mr. Good Bar is built to be little.
Yeah,
they should be calling it Mr. Little Bar and just sell them like that. Like you get like you just because that little Good Bar is
all three. I back all three of them, and I'm happy when I get them in a handful and someone chucks a handful into your bag. I'm very happy. Are we going A? It's S on this?
I'm
S on that.
Wow,
it's a 3 for 1. Come at us.
Yeah,
I'm A plus. You two are S. I'll let it stay at S.
Hey, Kit Kat
is S by the way.
Kit Kat to me is an A. Kit Kat.
I'll do A also. I would even give it an S personally. I
would debate it for sure.
I'd put it at S also.
Also, it's S. Lock it in. We like it. We like it.
And you need room for A with Mars.
Mars.
Yeah, you know when your heart hit it right away. Yeah, A.
Yeah, like, you're gonna eat it. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Big is
that's
like
an S, bro.
C for me.
Whoa, you don't like Mr. Big?
Hate him.
Why?
Okay.
I just think O. Henry is. I'd rather buy O. Henry any day.
People always compare them because they're long yellows.
Yeah, but they're
and
not
y'all don't want that. You don't want Mirage coming into the fucking game right now with something to say.
Mirage.
Mirage is a big
Arrow.
thick arrow.
Yeah.
Big thick arrow. That's the BBC of the arrow game. And I fucking love a good Mirage.
Me too.
Mirage is a bad man.
I think like I should have put Arrow in here because Arrow is one of the best filler chocolates you're ever gonna get. Like Arrow is just like, consistently.
Little Mirage is better though. Little Mirage is even better.
Okay,
the Big League
all right. So we
Big League Chew is Arrow and put it to S.
That's what Trump would call me, Big League Jew.
Oh. S. I think it's A. Come on, S is big. That's
Arrow?
a huge. That's a huge call.
Arrow Mint is S for me.
That's like a legacy
shot,
call.
but yeah.
Oh, you're tripping.
Big League.
Okay, Mr. Big, you guys like it?
A. Put it in A.
I'll give you A, but I really disagree with
S,
that.
though.
Three Musketeers.
H.
Used to be my favorite chocolate bar for like the first half of my life, and even when I was finishing it up, I much preferred a Snickers or a Mars.
It's got to be in the fridge.
It's a B or an A for me. Yes, it does have to be in the fridge.
It has to be in the fridge.
Put it down to B then, because
put it in a B.
Yeah, you got to babysit that shit. No way.
I only liked it because Seinfeld liked it.
I'm happy with it. I'm always happy with Three Musketeers.
Rolo's like
it also is kind of light.
Rolos are fucking S tier.
Yeah, S. I hear S for
has
me.
always been like one of my favorite chocolate bars forever.
And they go down.
I've never opened up a Rolos and not dominated that whole thing.
Yeah.
Rolos are fucking.
I don't know what it was about them.
So Smarties in Canada, guys, by the way, for those in the U.S., what we call in Canada Rockets, they call it in the U.S. Smarties. Smarties for us is like basically an M&M.
A better M&M.
It's a sweeter M&M.
I give it an A. I really like Smarties.
A D. I think Smarties is a D.
Oh,
you think Smarties is bad? You think it's Smarties is worse than Skittles?
I will.
Smarties is worse than M&M's?
No, I think M&M's are some. I think they're both.
But put M&M down to D and put Smarties at C then. And I'm mad about it.
I'm mad too.
Yeah, put M&M at D and put Smarties at B. Let's be real. Smarties is A at least. And B is good. We can do B.
Bro. I'm only doing it because a shout out to my wife. She loves Smarties. So I'll do it.
Well, I'm letting you guys have Rolo at S right now.
No, put it in B. You can put it in B. I'm down with it in B.
Fine. Okay.
Snickers S.
You can move M&M's back up to C.
Snickers, when we grew up, Snickers was S.
Yeah, you're
Snickers was S. Today, Snickers fucks up more than any other little chocolate bar. I've never seen such a huge decline from big chocolate bar to little chocolate bar.
Dustiest motherfucker
Snickers
out there.
is the fucking worst.
Tootsie Roll D. Tootsie Roll D all day.
No, Tootsie Roll is like an S or an A.
That's crazy to say S. What are you, fucking 78 years old?
You can have C.
Poor.
You can have C.
What are you, a poor boomer? Hey, somebody get a toonie to goon this poor boomer on Halloween.
When's the last time you had a Tootsie Roll?
Exactly. No one wants them.
Yeah,
you can put your shitty Tootsie Rolls next to my delicious
it's not a
listen,
it's not an S because
it
fucks your teeth up. C.
Yeah,
no, come on.
Last time I had Tootsie Rolls, it was an edible. It's the only time I've had it.
B. I'm going B. I don't know. Fuck you guys.
You're fucked.
No, I put it in B. It's ridiculous.
Get fucked. Yo, check the comments.
Twix.
We do not sanction that.
Twix.
S tier.
S.
Easy S. Look at this guy wants to put it in D with fucking. I think Tootsie Rolls are better than Twix. Insane.
No, we haven't refined the list. Okay, I have to go through it again and reassess.
Peppermint patty for me is a D, but I recognize the value of it. It is also a very good trade for the person that loves that type of shit.
Solid B.
I think it's a solid B. It might even be an A, and this is coming from someone who thinks it's a D.
Okay, Werther's.
What do you do? Fucking go trick or treating in Grandpa's pocket? That's a D.
I think Werther's like a B. Werther's is a B.
You're going to pick up your Zadie at the retirement home for
and I'm
dinner
hyped.
2 days before Halloween, and that's what they give
I'm
you.
hyped. I'm still
hyped,
taking them. My girlfriend's grandparents have a bowl of them, and I'm hitting
the
it
shards,
every other week.
when you bite into them and you get the shards and the crunch.
I don't bite, man. I don't bite. I play it safe.
Oh, no, you're dumb. It's a bad call.
Chiclets trash, bazooka trash.
D or C?
Halloween, they're D's.
Come on, that's
Chiclets. I'll give a C because of the packaging is better. Bazooka, I actually prefer the flavor, but on Halloween, that's a D.
You also get a comic.
It's very not. It's not sterile.
And here's
Bazooka.
But the comic was clutch though. The comic was clutch.
Yeah, and you get your fortune read.
You want a D or C?
D.
D. It's not sterile.
Okay, guys, here's the rundown. In the D, we got pretzels, any fucking fruit you get, any little condiment pack, a no-name lollipop, or if you're South African, a sucker, plain chips like Lay's Classic, Jolly Ranchers for fucking your teeth up. The
M&Ms
regular M&Ms, we don't like those. Maybe it's a C.
It's a C.
Chiclets, bazooka, that's D. Trash. C, we accepted a toothbrush because of the message it sends. Gummy bears took a bump down because Lynch has vengeance for them.
Yeah.
Jelly beans, the no-name weirdo ones, they're in C level also. Me and Donnie had to try. We tried to have them X'd, but Lynch came in clutch back.
What's the next to gummy bears? Somehow
I know Twizzlers can be.
Okay, you know what? I'm willing to move the gummy bears up to B.
No. This is
no. You guys have.
We're locked in.
No, we're not locked in. I refuse to be locked in. No. You can lock it in for you. It's not locked in.
Okay, I have to go. So this is how I have to leave it. I could talk about this forever, but
okay.
Like really, yeah. So we got Twizzlers, all dress chips, Lifesavers, Skittles, regular M&Ms, and a cherry blossom at C.
Fuck you.
D, we got candy. B, we got candy corn, which is outlandish. Shouldn't even be
insane.
Warheads.
Who's at the wheel here?
Ring pops, Airheads, Werther's Originals at B is insane. This is actually like, if I saw this, I'd be like, did Bubby come back from the dead and make a fucking candy tier list?
That's why you got to go through it again and reassess. You know, in the heat of the moment.
I never
we
would
need
have
a final pass.
I never would have put candy corn at B and been like,
well, we got
about it after. Maybe. But here's the S tier, guys. We got Swedish Fish, Bigfoot, Snickers.
You're skipping a lot.
Kit Kat. I have to go. I have to go. S tier, we got Swedish Fish, Snickers, Bigfoot, Kit Kat, Twix, Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, anything Reese's. We got to know Henry there. If there's a Reese's O. Henry, Reese's just dominates.
Reese's O. Henry is
Peanuts dominate the scene.
Yeah.
M&M Peanuts, Rolos. I love them. I'll back them there. That Mr. Goodbar's carrying his fucking 2 teammates to victory.
Mm-hmm.
Sour Patch Kids and Rockets, aka Smarties, and Nerds Rope. I also like Nerds Clusters, the Nerd
Eggs.
It's
funny that we have Hershey's Kisses down at B, but the Hershey's Bar gets to be an S because Good Bar fucking put him in the trunk.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Because that's the same.
I do like
but I like
shape. I like the shape better. Shape's super important.
It can be, but I think the Kiss
like a
is
Kit
the
Kat
best.
Chunky versus a Kit Kat. I much rather a Kit Kat.
What about Kisses versus Hugs? For your
I like
final
Hugs
question?
better. I like Hugs a lot.
I like them a lot too, but I
haven't seen it.
You need them both.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
You need them both. You need to alternate.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys. This is we're going to think about this a lot, and we'll touch base on it again. But let us know what you think. Let us know where we severely fucked up, because I know that some of you guys are passionate about some of the things we said, and yeah, I know that you probably think our opinions are invalidated, but we moved through it. We did it. We did it with 3 guys. It's not easy.
No, that was a tough one.
Holding it down with Big Lynch and Donnie Duckets. Share the podcast. Leave a comment. Check out the subreddit, Epic Mealtime subreddit, r/Epic Mealtime. We always post shit there. Hey,